Welcome to StudyBricks. In this video, we are going to learn how to solve problems related to percentage. The problem which are being discussed in this entire video are selectively taken from the previous year competitive exam. So don't skip and watch to the end. Before going to the question, we have to know some basic formula. If a number is increased by a percentage and then it is decreased by b percentage, then the resultant change in percent will be plus a for increase by a percentage minus b for decrease by b percentage minus ab by 100. Similarly, if a number is decreased by a percentage, therefore minus a, and increased by b percentage, therefore plus b minus ab by 100. And if both a percentage and b percentage increases, therefore plus a plus b, therefore plus ab by 100. If both a percentage and b percentage decreases, therefore plus ab by 100. Decreased by a percentage, therefore minus a. Decreased by b percentage, therefore minus b. Okay. Coming to the question, salary of a person is first increased by 20% and then it is decreased by 20%. Person change in his salaries. Therefore, we have to apply the formula. First, it is increased, therefore plus a, and then it is decreased, therefore minus b, therefore minus ab by 100. Here, a is nothing but plus 20, b is nothing but minus 20 minus 20 into 20 divided by 100. Therefore, 0 minus 400 divided by 100, 4%. Therefore, there is a 4% decrease in this salary. Okay. Coming to the next question, 500 is first decreased by 20% and then it is decreased by 25%. What is the final value? Therefore, both a and b decreases. So we have to apply the formula minus a minus b plus ab divided by 100. And here a is nothing but 20 and b is nothing but 25 plus 20 multiplied 25 divided by 100. Therefore, minus 45 plus 500 divided by 100. So we get minus 45, 40% decrease in the total value. So the final value must be 60% of the final value. Sorry, total value 500. Therefore, 60 divided by 100 multiplied by 500. So we get 60 multiplied by 5, 300. 300 is the final value. Okay. Coming to the next question. When the price of the cloth was reduced by 25%, the quantity of cloth sold increased by 20%. What was the effect on gross receipt of the shop? So, at first, it was decreased by 25%. So, we have to apply minus A. And it was increased by 20%. Therefore, plus B. Minus AB divided by 100. Here, A is 25. Therefore, minus 25. And B is 20. Minus 25 into 20 divided by 100. 4 minus 25 plus 20 minus 5 minus 500 divided by 100. Therefore, minus 5 we get minus 10%. Therefore, he get 10% decrease in the total receipt of the shop. Okay. Coming to the next problem. Sum of 2 is 520. If the bigger number is decreased by 4% and the smaller number is increased by 12%, then the number obtained are equal. The smaller number is. So we have to find the smaller number. First, initially, take the bigger number as x. So the smaller number must be 520 minus x because it is stated that the sum of the two number is 520. Okay. And in the question, it is also stated that if the bigger number is decreased by 4%, therefore, bigger number must be now 96% of bigger number is equal to the 12% increase of the smaller number. Therefore, 112% of the smaller number, which is 520 minus x. Therefore, 96% must be written as 96 by 100 into x is equal to 112 by 100 into 520 minus x. So we have to find the x. Therefore 96 x is equal to 112 into 520 minus x. Therefore 96 divided by 112 is equal to 520 minus x divided by x. Simplifying this, we will get 1, 2. Cancelling this in the 8 table. Here 1, 4. Again cancelling this, we will get 6, 7. Therefore 6 by 7 is equal to 520 minus x divided by x. Therefore 6s is equal to 7 into 520 minus 7x. Therefore 13x is equal to 520 multiplied by 7, which is nothing but, therefore 520 multiplied by 7, we will get 43640 is equal to 13x. Therefore x is equal to 3640 divided by 13. We will get 280. Therefore x is the bigger number. The bigger number is 280, and we have to find the smaller number. Okay, the smaller number is 520 minus x. Therefore 280, 520 minus 280, we will get 240. 240 is the smaller number. Okay, and the next question is, the cost of an article worth 100 rupees is increased by 10% first and again increased by 10%. The total increase in rupees is. It is another simple question. First, initially it is increased by 10%, therefore plus A. Again increased by 10%, therefore plus B. Again plus AB by 100. Here A is nothing but 10, B is nothing but 10 plus 10 into 10 divided by 100. Therefore we will get 10 plus 10 plus 1. Therefore 21%. Therefore the total increase in percentage is 21. So we have to find the increase in rupees. And the total rupees is 100. And the 21% of 100 rupees, we will get 21. And total rupees is 100. We will get 121 rupees is the total increase in the percentage. Okay. And the next question, the total cost of 100 chair is rupees 2000. If the cost of each chair decreases by 20% and the number of chair decreased by 30%, what will be the total cost in rupees of chairs? Okay, first find out the cost for one chair. Cost for 100 chairs is rupees 2000. Therefore, from this we can find the cost of one chair. Okay, therefore which is 2000 divided by 100, 20 rupees. Cost of the one chair is 20 rupees. And the question is stated that if cost of each chair decreases by 20%, total cost is for one chair is 20 rupees. It is decreased by 20%. Therefore, we will get 80% of the cost of the chair. 80 divided by 100. 1 divided by 5 again divided by 1, 6. Therefore, the new cost of one chair is 16 rupees. Okay. And in the question it is stated that number of chair decreases by 30%. Okay. Therefore, already 100 chair are present. It is decreased by 30%. Therefore, 70% of the chair only left. Therefore, there will be only 70 chair. So, we have to find the total cost of the chair. Total number of chair left is 70. And the new cost for one chair is 16 rupees. So, 60 multiplied by 7, we will get 1120 rupees. Okay. Coming to the next question. When a number is increased by 40, it becomes 125% of itself. What is the number? Okay. Let's take the unknown number as x. The number is increased by 40. Therefore, x plus 40 is equal to, it becomes 125% of itself. Therefore, 125 percentage of x. Therefore 125 divided by 100. So you have to find the x. For x plus 40, simplifying this, we will get 5 divided by 4 is equal to 5 by 4x. Therefore 4x plus 160 is equal to 5x. Therefore 160 is equal to 5x minus 4x, x equal to 160. Okay. Coming to the last problem, a man spends 75% of his income. His income increases 20% and his expenditure also increases by 10%. The percentage of increase in saving is, so you have to find his saving percentage. First, in the question it stated that 75% of his income is spent by the man. Therefore, take the income received by the man as 100 rupees. Okay. Therefore, the expenditure must be, he spent 75% of his income. Therefore, 75% of 100 rupees is 75 rupees. Okay. Therefore, from this we can say the savings amount is income minus expenditure. Therefore, so 25 rupees is the saving. And in the second statement, it is stated that his income increases by 20%. His already income is 100 rupees. It is increased by 20%. Therefore, it must be 120 rupees. Okay. And it is also stated that his expenditure also increases by 10%. His past expenditure is 75 rupees. It is increased by 10% of his expenditure. 10% of 75 rupees. Okay. 75 plus 10% of 75 is nothing but 7.5. Okay. 75 plus 7.5, 82.5 rupees. From this, we can find the new saving amount. We already know the new income and the new expenditure. From this, we can find the new saving amount. Income, new income 120 rupees is equal to new expenditure 82.5 plus new saving taken as x. Therefore, x is equal to 120 minus 82.5. Therefore, 37.5. Okay. And we have to find the percentage of increase in saving. We know the new saving. We already know the past saving. So we have to find the change in the saving amount. New saving is 37.5 minus past saving is 25. Therefore, 12.5 rupees is the new change in the saving amount. So we have to find the percentage in the saving amount. Therefore, 12.5 divided by past saving amount is 25 multiplied by 100. 1 by 2. Therefore, 50% is the percentage of increase in his saving. Okay. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to StudyFlix for more and more videos. Thank you.